Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am your chemistry teacher here. In the previous lecture, we studied about the element. Today, we are going to discuss about the compound, which is mentioned in chapter number 1 on your textbook, KP textbook, on page number 9 to 10. Now, what is compound? Definition about the compound. Compound is a pure substance consists of two or more different types of elements chemically combined together in a fixed ratio by mass. Now what is compound? Compound means that it is a pure substance. Pure substance means that it is composed of only one type or same type of atoms, particles, or molecules that consist of two or more different types of elements. When compound is formed, so it consists of two or more than two different types of elements that are chemically combined together. Chemically combined together means that the old bonds are broken down and the new bonds are formed, and these compounds are fixed or chemically combined together in a fixed ratio by mass. So, what is a compound? Compound means pure substance. Second point, that it consists of two or more different types of elements that are chemically combined together in a fixed ratio by mass. So, we divide this definition into 4 steps. Like, what is a compound? Compound is a pure substance. Second step consists of two or more different types of elements. Third step, that these elements chemically combine together. And the fourth, these are chemically combined together in a fixed ratio by mass. So, explanation. Different types of elements are necessary for the formation of compound. For the formation of compound, we need different types of elements because we know about it. What is compound? Compound means the pure substance that consists of two or more different types of elements. So we need two or more or different types of elements. So here the formation of sodium chloride. Sodium chloride consists of two elements like sodium and chlorine. It's a pure substance consists of two elements, sodium and chlorine, that are chemically combined together. Sodium and chlorine are chemically combined together in a fixed ratio by mass. They have the fixed ratio, like sodium have 1 ratio and chlorine have 1 ratio. So the ratio is, the composition or the ratio is 1:1. Now for the formation of sodium chloride, we need two types of elements like sodium and chlorine. So what is sodium? Sodium is a soft silver white metal that reacts violently in water. Chlorine is a poisonous greenish yellowish gas. When sodium and chlorine combine together, so they form a sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is a common salt that is present in our homes. So sodium chloride is a white solid. It dissolves easily in water and is safe to eat. When sodium and chlorine combine together, so they form a compound like a sodium and sodium chloride. So sodium is an element, chlorine is an element. So these elements chemically combine together in a fixed ratio and they form a compound like a sodium chloride. And sodium chloride is a common salt which is present in our homes. Then elements will combine with the help of a chemical bond. When these elements are chemically combined together with the help of a chemical bond. Now here the question arises that what is a chemical bond? So chemical bond is the attractive force between the elements which held them together. What is a chemical bond? Chemical bond means is the attractive force between these elements when they are chemically combined together. So here you can see the sodium chloride Na plus and Cl minus. When they sodium and chlorine chemically combine together, so the force or the bond between them is known as a chemical bond. Also in case of water, H2O consists of two hydrogen and one oxygen. They are also chemically combined together and also consist of a chemical bond. What is a chemical bond? Chemical bond is the attractive force between the hydrogen and between the both hydrogen and the oxygen. Then compounds have a fixed ratio by mass. First of all, we discussed that they are chemically combined together. Sodium and chlorine chemically combined together. Also, in case of water, they are chemically combined together by a chemical bond. Then, compounds have a fixed ratio by mass. All the compounds have fixed ratio by mass. So, samples of a pure compounds always contain the same elements in the same proportion. We have two samples like sample A and sample B. Sample A is obtained from the tap water and sample B is obtained from the mineral water. So, the chemical formula of water is H2O. Chemical formula of water is H2O means consists of the two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. So, two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen are chemically combined together in a fixed ratio by mass. Then, the sample A and the sample B. Sample A is obtained from tap water and sample B is obtained from the mineral water. So, sample A and sample B have fixed composition by fixed ratio by mass, means the water that obtained from the mineral water consists of two hydrogen and one oxygen. Ratio is 2:1. Also, if we take about the mass or the percentages, so 12% hydrogen and 88% oxygen is present in water compound or water molecule. Then, in case of second of water obtained from the tap water, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen, ratio of 2:1, also have 12% hydrogen and 88% oxygen. So, same compound, same ratio, same mass percent. So, here we concluded that compounds have a fixed ratio by mass. All the compounds have fixed ratio by mass. Here we take the example of water, that you can obtain water from any source. So, they have the fixed composition or the fixed ratio by mass. They have the same percentages, have the same ratio, have the same composition regardless of its sources. Then, examples of compounds, like many examples of compounds, like the first one is ammonium chloride, second one is sugar compound, sugar C12H22O11, and the common salt is NaCl. Then, properties of compound, they have the fixed composition. We discussed in case of water that we obtain water regardless of its sources. So, obtain water from any source having the same or the fixed composition. Now, the chemical bond. And what is a chemical bond? Means that attractive force between the elements. So, chemical bond, we have two types of chemical bond, ionic and covalent. What is ionic bond? Means that the complete transfer of electron from one atom to another. What is a covalent bond? The mutual sharing of electrons is known as a covalent bond, is present between elements. These types of bonds, chemical bonds, will be discussed in chapter number 4. They cannot be separated by any physical means when a compound is formed in a fixed composition. So, this compound cannot be broken down by the physical means like the evaporation and filtration. By evaporation and filtration, we can't separate the compound, we can't separate the elements which is formed the compounds. They just can be decomposed means that they can be break down by the chemical reaction, means that the old bonds are broken down and the new bonds are formed, like in a reaction to water. When this compound is broken down or decomposed, so they form the hydrogen and oxygen. We provided 2000 degrees centigrade degree heat in this water compound, and this is converted into the hydrogen and oxygen. So, when a compound is formed, so they cannot be separated by the physical means. They just can be decomposed by a chemical reaction. Then, properties of compounds are different from the elements they are formed. They are made or formed, means that the properties of the compound are totally different from the elements which they are formed. Means hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is a gas. oxygen is a gas, but when hydrogen and oxygen combine together, so they form water, and water is in the liquid state. So hydrogen and oxygen are totally different properties from that of the water, because water is in a liquid state. So the properties of the compounds are different from the elements they are made. Melting and boiling points are sharp and fixed. The melting and boiling points of the compounds are sharp and fixed, means that they have the exact melting and boiling point. Like we take the example of water. Water have fixed or exact melting point and boiling point. Boiling point means 100 degree centigrade of water, and melting point means 0 degree centigrade. Then types. We have different types of compounds, but here we discuss the organic or the inorganic compounds. Organic compounds means that those compounds which consist of only carbon and hydrogen, and inorganic compounds, those compounds which consist or except the carbon, all the compounds are called the inorganic compounds. Organic compounds are obtained. Organic compounds, we have 10 million organic compounds, and inorganic compounds 2 to 3 million inorganic compounds are present. Then the representation, most important topic is the representation. In elements, we discussed that the elements are represented with the symbols, but here the compounds are represented by the chemical formula. Now what is a chemical formula? A formula which shows the symbols of the elements of which compound is made and their combining ratio to each other. What is a chemical formula? Chemical formula consists of two main things, two main points or two main things. Like the first one is the symbols of the elements, symbols of the elements and their combining ratio. Symbols of the elements and their combining, like in case of water. In case of water, water have two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. So the symbol of hydrogen is H, oxygen symbol is O, and their combining ratio means 2:1. So it's a chemical formula of compound. Now we discussed that the first one is the baking soda. Baking soda is a common name. Its chemical name is sodium bicarbonate, and its chemical formula is NaHCO3. How this NaHCO3 or chemical formula is formed? So sodium bicarbonate consists of four elements. Sodium, hydrogen, carbon and oxygen. Do you remember that what is chemical formula? Chemical formula means that the symbols and their combining ratio. When symbols and their combining ratio, so they form a chemical formula. So how we form the chemical formula? Sodium ratio is 1, hydrogen ratio is 1, carbon ratio is 1, oxygen ratio is 3. So we discussed that the sodium, hydrogen, oxygen and carbon, it's the symbols of these elements, different elements, and their combining ratio, like the sodium is 1, hydrogen is 1, carbon is 1 and oxygen is 3. So 1:1:1:3. So it's a chemical formula. It's a chemical formula of baking soda. Its chemical name is sodium bicarbonate. Then second one is a bleaching powder. Bleaching powder, chemical name calcium hypochlorite. Then CaOCl2. CaOCl2 means here consists of three elements of symbols like calcium, oxygen and chlorine. Their combining ratios, like calcium has 1:, oxygen has 1:, and chlorine having 2:. So 1:1:2. So by this method we form the chemical formula. You must remember or you must know about the symbols of the elements. When you know about the symbols of the elements, so you can form easily the chemical formula. How the chemical formula is formed? Their symbols and their combining ratio. Third one is the caustic soda, sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is NaOH. Combining ratio 1:1:1. chili saltpeter, sodium nitrate, NaNO3. Now we discuss the compounds of calcium like the limestone, calcium carbonate, CaCO3, lime water, milk of lime, slaked lime calcium hydroxide, CaOH whole 2. Then the lime, quick lime, calcium oxide, CaO. Then we discuss the magnesium, magnesium oxide, MgO. Then discuss about the marsh gases, methane, CH4. The last one, the table salt, common salt, sodium chloride, NaCl. So here we discuss about the compound. What is a compound? Compound is a pure substance consists of two or more different types of elements that are chemically combined together in a fixed ratio by mass. Compound are represented by the chemical formula. What is the chemical formula? Chemical formula means that the symbols of the elements and their combining ratio.